Welcome to the mail stand. Interestingly, on a video I did yesterday for the mail stand, when I explained to you what this feature is, I said during it, I said, when I read the emails, if you see me hesitating a little bit, it's making sure I'm not reading something out I shouldn't. And someone went, no, you're just making things up. Where did these fucking morons come from? Oh my days. Hey, they do make me laugh, guys. Hey, they do. How you doing? You all right? So the mail stand, right? Basically, the mail stand is kind of like a behind-the-scenes feature that is basically I read out emails to you that I have received, right? Now, they could be from people that I've known almost 30 years from doing KopTalk. They could be complete random strangers. Reading an email to you doesn't mean that I endorse it or, believe it or anything. I could be reading an email to you thinking we're a load of shy. I could be reading it thinking I wish I could tell you a bit more about who this person is. These emails must be taken with a huge pinch of salt, and it's for you to decide if they sound believable or not. Now, the author of this email has been in touch a few times on the mail stand, right? And I don't read out every single thing I get. For example, I received one from the same person at 6:10 this evening, 5:10 UK. Please keep this on the QT. Please, fella, don't let this out as it's confidential. All right, that's all I'm going to say about that email. It was about Kanate, and I've mentioned this in a previous Kanate video today. But it was quite a negative email, making it sound like something was wrong, right, with the Kanate situation. Yet the author of this email previously was of the opinion that Kanate would sign. So it just shows you how things can change quickly. And so that email comes in a bit negative about Kanate. We know, I think we told you yesterday or earlier in the week that there's Kanate talk scheduled for tomorrow, right? But then that email comes in, don't read it out, but this is basically, what they feel. And it's quite negative in terms of if you're hoping that Kanate is going to say. So I can't read that one to you, right? But the same author followed up at 21:33 local time, so about half an hour ago. So 21:33, 8:33 p.m. in the UK. And they've obviously seen my earlier video about Jose Felix Diaz, Kanate, etc. And they've said as follows. Now, I haven't even read all this yet. What it says is, hiya, mate. What your suspicion was in your video is felt at LFC. The club are absolutely fuming. His agent, that's Kanate, they feel has played them. Now, it says here, Mr. X. Now, the only reason it says Mr. X is usually they put the name of the person in the email, who their contact or source is or whatever. I know who that person is, but I change their name and I usually say, let's call them X, but he's doing it for me now. Mr. X, right, who is someone that works in the football industry. It doesn't mean that you have to believe them or that I believe them. He says Mr. X does not know if there has been any contact between Real and Kanate, but suspects there has been, and that he is asking for him, and what he is asking for in wages is simply too much. The club will not sell him for less than £45 million, as they think PSG will meet that. So they think that they can get that off Real. Do not be surprised if talks are cancelled tomorrow, and the date for a yes or no was the 15th of August, not the 17th, as I said. And I do remember them mentioning a date. Right, well, there you go. So in the previous email today, the one that said, you please don't let this out as it's confidential, they mentioned the 17th. But the reason I'm mentioning that to you is he's saying here the 15th, not the 17th, as I said. And you might be wondering, well, you haven't mentioned that date before, don't. So that's that. What I want to do is I want to show you this email. Just so you can see it on the screen. I don't think you can't see the sender's name or anything, but basically there is okay, so I need to I had to edit the video because I went to show you the email. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to show you the email, and I hid the sender's name and email address at the top, but I didn't realize it said it at the bottom as well. There's their name. They signed off, so that's why I've done that. So basically, this is the email that they have sent me. You can probably see the time on there. I think I just quoted that. I don't want to go too far down because it will reveal the name of the person. Okay, so that's it. That's it. That's the Canate situation. I was just sat outside actually before I started recording this video, and you know, my daughter's here, her partner, my grandson, and you know, like they're laughing, you know, because like I'm like hyped up after my last video and I'm telling them what's going on. So, well, you know, we cannot say, you know, this has happened, and then Jose Felix Diaz has done stuff, and then Paul Joyce tonight, and it's all kicking off, you know. They're out there eating, they're having their evening meal, and I'm diving backwards and forwards with the videos after a relatively quiet day, to be honest with you. So listen, guys, please, right? If you're new to my channel, I'm not really bothered about what you're thinking, whether you believe the emails or not. I'm 50, not 15, all right? But my regular viewers, all right, what I need you to know is the mail stand. I know you love this feature, but I can't stress enough to you that you must take all of these with a pinch of salt, and with every author of every email. I'm not saying that with this one or anything. I'm just saying, you know, this is just for information purposes, for you to see what I receive, all right? That's it. I'll leave it with you. Okay, guys, take care. Could be an interesting day tomorrow. The papers may be in Spain. We'll see. It might just be the Jose Felix Diaz piece regarding Canate. So let's see what comes out with Canate over the next few days or next week. Because tomorrow we might just get like the, you know, the Jose Felix Diaz piece. But whether these talks do happen, whether that's true or whether they don't, we might get to see things a little bit. It's very interesting that I get that email today saying, don't read this out, but it sounds like things have gone a bit sour. Jose Felix Diaz pipes up within a few hours. Paul Joyce pipes up. Then another email comes. Do you know what I mean? I love it when it's like this. I've got to be honest with you. All right, guys, you take care. If you found the video informative, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. If you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, there's a love heart under the video. That's the super thanks button. And everyone that does that, I always give a shout out to my peoples. In my morning briefings on my other YouTube channel, Duncan Oldham it's called. The link to that's in the video description, and it's also on the screen. All right, guys. I don't want to make any more videos. Right? That's me done for today, I hope. All right, cheers.